The Big Show on Hauraki. Cheers, Tui, for bringing back the laughs in a world gone mad. Yeah, right.
Welcome.
This is big.
To the Hauraki Big Show.
Really big.
With Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keezy.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Thursday afternoon, the 3rd of October 2024. And you, my friends, are listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Tui. Yeah, man. Hey, and if you've got any ideas for Tui billboards, text us on 3483 and we'll file them through. Or what's the saying?
We'll fire them up the chain.
Up the chain.
Yeah, we're going to fire them up the chain.
Yeah.
I've got one for today. You want to hear one?
Yeah.
You can't even see that pimple on Mogi's face.
Yeah, right. It's massive.
Yeah.
We should get that photo up actually on Instagram and just say, run a poll. Can you see Mogi's pimple, yes or no?
Shall we?
Yeah.
You want to do that?
Let's do it.
And we'll get pugs in.
Is Mogi's pimple red, faded red, or is it pink? Because I think it's actually bright red.
I think it's angry red.
Yeah,
It's hot. I think it's not that big a deal. I wouldn't,
The interesting thing is we don't know if it is a pimple or a massive pussy boil.
Yeah, it might be a boil.
It might be a big boil, Mogi. I mean, I can have a prod at it if you want.
Not after you've been touching your skin tag.
Oh, yeah, I've got a skin tag going on at the moment. Jeez, it's hurting. It's right on my collar as well.
What were you going to say there?
Keezy, I'm a professional radio DJ, all right?
Yeah, okay.
Hey, Mogi, despite the enormous pimple on your face, you're looking really hot, man. You're looking in great shape apart from that massive zit.
The thing about Liz, man, yeah, I'm just going great guns. And I just think that the pimple actually adds something.
Sure, man, sure.
Do you think so, Keezy?
I don't think it's something. I think it's a lot. It adds a lot. It changes your whole look.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Cheers.
I tell you what, Keezy, I'm loving your jacket today, mate. You look like a pool table. You know what I mean? But the same sort of colour as a pool table.
I'm not going to get down on all fours for you, all right, and pretend to be a pool table. Stop asking me to.
But I do genuinely like that colour green on you. It really brings out your sort of brown eyes.
Can you just say, I like your jacket, and then just stop there? Because it's all that extra stuff about my brown eyes and the pool table that makes me think you're taking the piss.
No, I like the jacket. It's really good, Keezy.
Thanks, man. I like your Tui hat.
Thanks, mate.
I like the way you just sort of jump from sponsor to sponsor. Give me a hat, I'll wear it, no dramas.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
man.
chuck it on.
Well, I'll be honest with you, fellas.
It's a good hat.
I was having a bad hair day today, so I went, I'm going to put the old hat on.
Yeah.
Because I didn't wax my hair today.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was just getting a bit buffy.
Yeah,
it is
right.
quite buffy at the moment. I did notice that.
You do need a haircut.
Listen,
big show ahead. We've got Heath coming in for a chit-chat after 5 o'clock.
Oh, tomorrow's his final ever show on Radio Hauraki.
Is it? Yes, it is indeed.
Oh,
And there's plenty more going on. So text us 3483 if you've got a billboard idea.
That's right, because Tui are bringing back the Yeah Right campaign. They said it couldn't be done. To that, they said, yeah, right. Send through some good ideas. 3483. You could win yourself a Tui prize pack.
Here's Primal Scream.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keezy.
Fun-loving criminals there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Thursday afternoon. The time is 25 past 4 o'clock and all is well. What a beautiful afternoon it is in Auckland City.
Fellas, some fun-loving criminals seem to have gotten a hold of my email address.
Oh.
Yeah. And I'm actually a bit worried because I'm just going to read the opening paragraph, right?
Okay.
To my personal email.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Oh, do they use your name?
Easy.
No, they didn't say Keezy.
Yellow wheeze, that crust.
No, none of that.
No.
Because that's how I know it's legit. I have to share bad news with me.
Congratulations, does it say?
Yeah, congratulations.
I have to share bad news
with me.
Huh.
Approximately a few months ago, I gained access to your devices, which you use for internet browsing. After that, I have started tracking your internet activities.
Yeah.
It goes on to say, blah, 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 blah. I've uploaded a virus. I can control everything you've done. While gathering information about you, I've discovered that you are a big fan of adult websites. You love watching porn and watching videos while enjoying an enormous amount of pleasure. I have managed to record a number of your dirty scenes and even montaged a few videos. So someone's cutting a montage of old Keezy.
A little package.
Going hammer and tongs.
Well, it would be a little package.
long story short, if you don't pay me $895 in Bitcoin, they're going to upload and send it to all of my friends and family.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So
What do you think I do here?
That happened to me.
Right.
basically they're saying we've got videos of you having a go at yourself.
Yeah, and they've montaged them.
Watching
Yeah.
horse
I wonder
porn.
montage.
No, it's not, Jace. You're the one that watches horse porn.
Oh, is it me? What's
it's you. Yeah, and you've got the burnt meat patties. You've got to remember the stuff. So and they've montaged it too, which I'm a bit worried about
Yeah.
because
Right.
who knows what music they've put it to.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Pirates of the
Kenny-
Caribbean or Titanic.
Kenny G.
It'd be something quite long, like November Rain.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah. So what do you think I should do? First of all, do you think it's a scam?
First of all, it is true because the same thing happened to me.
Oh my God.
And I thought, this has got scam written all over it. You can tell, like, you just sort of think to yourself, well, the English is appalling. It's pretty vague. Congratulations. Sorry to tell you. All that sort of stuff. It's just a bit weird. So I thought, this person's out of their head.
Especially that I have to share bad news with me.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That got me a little bit confused as well. Anyway, I said, stick it where the sun don't shine.
Yeah.
I sent an email back which was pretty insulting to them. And next thing you know, it's just plastered everywhere.
Really, of old
Yeah.
Mogi.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Absolute backbone.
Who?
Giving it death.
Oh, you. Right. Okay. So you think they will?
And the thing about it is, man, my stock went through the roof.
Yeah, I
Really?
know it did.
Yeah.
I'm not
That's when I
surprised.
that's when I met my wife.
You're a sex machine.
Thanks, man.
My feeling on this, Keezy, is you're front-footed. And what I'd do is, before they do it, release the filthiest stuff you've recorded of
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah, Right.
yeah.
The filthiest.
Yeah.
So whatever they play beyond that, everyone goes, I've seen worse
Seen
from
it, seen it
Keezy.
worse.
Well, hang
You know
on.
what
So
I mean?
I don't, because they've been filming me, but I don't have those videos. They've got them. So should
Right.
I go home tonight and film one?
But you've got, dozens and dozens of outrageously sick recordings of yourself doing God knows what. And I would I think the key here, Keezy, is you've got to take the power back.
Right.
Yeah.
So
You've got to control the narrative.
Okay.
You've got to be the one that dictates terms.
Dictates. Okay.
And so you go back to them and say, too late, I've released all of this, pretty sickening stuff.
Suck on that.
So do your best.
Yeah.
right.
you
And
know,
they
totally.
said they're going to send it to friends and family and that. So should I
But
do that
you should do that
first?
first.
Send it to your parents first because they're the ones you're probably most worried about.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. Rip the plaster off.
Yes, just
Rip the
send
plaster
it
off.
off
Just
now.
like, Mum, Dad, here it is.
This is me. This is
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
been
yeah.
doing
And
a lot of this
seriously,
stuff.
your most filthy stuff, I think you need because then after that, it doesn't matter what happens.
Pink jacket, all fours,
Yeah.
orthopedic
Orthopedic
slippers.
slippers.
Yeah.
In dog. Yeah. Okay.
Ass arched in the air.
Yeah, my ass arch, not my back. Should I? Now that I'm thinking about it, it might just because I don't want it to just eke out and people to get a hold of it and share it around on chat rooms and stuff. I'd rather just nip it in the bud. Should I maybe get Pugsan
Nip it in the bud.
and get Pugsan to put on the website and maybe
Yeah,
put out
put it
a
on
press
our
release?
Insta. Yeah.
Okay. All right, fellas, I'll do that.
Yeah.
And would you mind if I just I'll send you guys like a collection of videos. You pick which one's your favourite. And
I've
then-
already got some.
Yeah, do it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're all good.
Okay. Thanks, fellas.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keezy.
Red hot chili peppers there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Thursday afternoon. The time is 4:39. Keezy, we were talking previously about you being busted with your homemade porn.
Jace,
and
that
we
is not at all what we were talking about. All right?
Well, you were saying you got
no,
sent a
hang on.
All right, let's not get
no,
sort of
it's
bogged down in the
I need-
details.
I need
It's
to
all
clear
great.
it up. I need to clear this up. I got sent a spam email saying that they had filmed me having a go at myself and that I had to pay them. So I'm nipping it in the bud by sending it out to everyone. Eyes to the front. What do you
Did you pay them to film you?
No, okay, anyway, you...
Well, it's just that it sort of sparked something up for me. And I've got to be honest here. This has been going on for over a month.
A month?
And it's on my phone.
Oh,
There's
yes.
something weird happening where my Google, you know, when you go on the little microphone there and you go, house properties and blah, 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 blah.
House properties.
Or for some,
Yeah,
you know,
house properties.
You know,
Just as an example, or like-
as like a Google
Or
search.
like, glass mug.
Glass mugs, yeah. Or like car vehicles.
Yeah, you know, just like you're doing like a Google search, right?
Yeah.
For some reason,
Like
mine's
tree wood.
some reason mine's in Spanish.
So your Google, so on my phone I use Siri.
Yes.
And so you say it audibly out loud.
Audibly.
Yes, I
and then it
know.
will search.
Take me to
Filth.com.
Pound Town.
Yeah, horse porn.
Yeah, right,
for
and then it will do it.
And then it'll answer me, but it'll answer me in Spanish.
Oh,
what's
hot.
happened there? I
So
don't
what does it say?
understand. Well, it doesn't. Usually it just has the text, and that's all written in Spanish. And like the other day, it was my birthday, and I got sent a birthday wish from Google, and that was in Spanish.
And that fired you up.
Por favor.
So it said, please.
It said, please,
So it's-
Hoity J, have a really great birthday.
So Google's talking to you in Spanish, but it doesn't know how to speak Spanish.
Yeah,
Is that the complaint?
So
It's
I
your
don't-
birthday, please.
Does anyone know what's happened there? Because I'm not.
I mean, I'm no, Dr. Google fingers like Keezy. However, it feels like you've got your language set to, and I could be wrong, Spanish.
Yeah, but this is the thing.
hang on, is it-
I never set my Google to Spanish.
Right. See,
Oh, well,
that's-
then it's not set to Spanish.
It's not
then.
set to Spanish then.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, that is weird.
That is weird.
Because you didn't set it to Spanish. I mean, it is in Spanish, but you didn't set it, so that means it's not Spanish.
So
What is it
I'm
then?
thinking
Maybe
that
it's a virus.
I'm thinking that a Spanish person got into my phone and then changed all my Google chat to Spanish.
Yeah, I mean, see.
CC.
Racism alarm. Jace, I would love to help you, but I don't actually speak Spanish.
Like I've got a Calm app as well. Have you guys heard of the Calm
Calm
app? For some
A
reason,
car map, is that like
No,
the vehicle
no.
mode?
He
It's an
means
app.
navigation. He means navigation.
Car map.
It's called Calm, and it's about dealing with your anxiety and stuff like
How's
that.
that going?
But that's all in Portuguese.
Oh, yes.
I don't know why it's in I think a Portuguesian person has got in there and actually set it to Portuguesian.
yeah, I think that's a word.
Well, hang on, why? So when you open the car map, what does it say?
Calm app.
Yeah, but
Yeah, not to nitpick, but
I-
calm app.
Calm as in cool and calm.
it doesn't say calm app, por favor.
No, it doesn't, because
No,
that's Spanish.
That's
No, but
Spanish.
Portuguese
it's
as
in,
well.
It's in Portuguese.
Yeah, right, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know what might have happened is you might have set your car map language to Portuguese. Or did you not do that?
Yeah, but I didn't do that, you see.
Well, that's the thing. That's what's
why I'm
weird
thinking
about.
someone that's Portuguese
Do you know what
got
it
in
is,
my
man?
phone.
Do you know what it is? I think your eyes are reading things in different languages.
Oh, they're live
Because
translated.
the only explanation for it is, you've got like Google
Eyes.
Google Eyes, which have just come out, and you're translating everything into other languages. Because I know you haven't gone into these things and changed the languages,
Yeah.
which means that can't be it.
Yeah, so you know what you got to do, because I've heard of this happening.
Yeah. What do I do, Key? Because I was going to ring you last night about it, actually, and say, Keezy.
Yeah, so what you're going to have to get in your...
favor.
Por favor.
Senor Kesey, por favor. What you're going to have to do is get in your car vehicle and
Yeah.
then drive to the doctor hospital
Right.
and then ask for some medicine tablets. And then that should sort that right out. But whatever you do, don't change your setting back
don't
to
go into your
English.
setting.
Because you
Okay.
haven't done that. You haven't touched that.
Well, as I say, it's either a Portuguese dude and a Spanish dude that have jumped on my phone somehow, and that's because when you were telling me about your homemade porn, I thought, oh, maybe
it's
that's
not
what's happened.
homemade porn. Here's the difference.
Professionally made.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keezy.
Oh, yes, indeed, David Bowie there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Thursday afternoon. 6 minutes to 5 o'clock. Coming up after 5 o'clock, by the way, I'm going to be speaking to Matty Heath. His last show tomorrow on Radio Hauraki. Also, Mogi's wife has left him, so he's living the bachelor life. We're going to delve into that after 5 o'clock as well, fellas.
Certainly are. Just quickly, fellas, if it's okay, I've got some breaking news.
Sure.
This is breaking news.
Tickets for the Black Clash on sale now. All right. If you want to go to the Black Clash, of course, it's happening down in Christchurch this year. It is the Hot Springs Spa T20 Black Clash in association with Wolfbrook. They are on sale. The pre-sale, which I got involved with, bought 8 tickets. It's sold out in a matter of, I think it was like 2 hours.
Wow.
So if you want to get tickets, you're going to have to get in quick because this thing sells out straight away all
Wow.
the time. You've got Dan Vittori, captain of Team Cricket. You've also got Anton Devsic and Lou Vincent. Plus Team Rugby, Kieran Reid with old Chris Gale.
Wow.
Playing in his team.
Did
Wow.
you say you bought 8 tickets, Keezy?
Yeah,
No.
for my wife and her friends.
Right,
Because
okay.
obviously I'll be there in a hot tub.
Did she put it in your calendar for you to do it?
Mike?
Did she?
Yeah. Well, she did actually, because it needed to be at the exact time that the pre-sales went
Yeah.
live to make sure I got them. So
Do
if
you
you want to, blackclash.co.nz. What's that, Jace?
Do you think that your wife and all her friends are going to come along because old Mogie's getting in the old hot spring spa there? Because you know what his bod's like.
Yeah.
It is
They
cut.
want to come and see my pimple.
That's what they were excited about, seeing his massive pimple.
Oh, is that what
and
it
I was
is?
like, mate, you're gonna want 8 tickets for this. Get everyone around. They can all join hands in a big circle around it.
Did you get
it
much
gives
love?
off a lot of heat, man.
Did you get much love when you were doing that last year, Mogie? Were
Much
the
love.
ladies like, woo?
Nah, man. A lot of dudes.
A lot of dudes
Yeah,
were?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
A
you
lot
should
of
have seen
dudes.
Mogi. He
A
was
lot of
mowing
dudes.
through them. Of course, there is an ACC and DB Export Ultra Zone, which is the designated party zone. It's R18, limited tickets. Get involved there because we'll be just in front in the old hot spring spa.
R18, eh? Good times.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jace, Mike and Keezy. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome back here, massive backbones. Hope you're getting through your Thursday okay. A beautiful, glorious afternoon in Auckland City. Tell us what it's like where you are on
Go on.
3483. Incidentally, you're listening to The Big Show brought to you by Tui. And that's in celebration of Tui bringing back their world-famous billboards. On that front, if you've got an idea for a billboard, text us on 3483 and we'll fire it up the chain, as they say.
we're gonna fire it up the chain.
Or we'll run it up the flagpole.
We'll run it up the flagpole.
And see what happens.
And your idea could be on a billboard.
Could
'cause
be.
We'll definitely fire it up the chain.
We're going to pump it up the chain.
That's right. The Year Right campaign is back. How about this one?
Yeah.
Mogi will keep his eyes to the front. Yeah, right.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That is so true.
Yeah. Nah, that's rude. Oh no, that's rude as well. That's
They're all
disgusting.
filthy,
They're all
aren't
filthy.
they?
Yeah. So think about if it's on a billboard, what you can put on
you
it.
do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But no, it's not yeah, sure. It's yeah, right.
Yeah, I
sure.
know.
No,
I
but then
mean-
you just said it wrong.
I mean, if they don't want filth on there, obviously, though, filth can be quite funny. You know what I mean?
It can, you're right.
not on this show.
Yeah. Huh?
Not your kind of filth. Mogi.
I like what you did there. It's good. Hey, by the way, I mentioned before the break that the old Black Clash officially goes on sale today.
Did you?
Remember I said the Hot Spring Spa T20 Black
Nah.
Clash in association with Wolfbrook. The tickets go on sale today.
I would have remembered that.
And then I mentioned the old ACC and DB Export Ultra Party Zone, R18.
See.
We've got a few tickets to the double passes to that zone to give away. So if you are keen...
Me?
Not you, but if you are keen, give us a text on 3483. Say who you'd take with you and why. Like, I'd take Hoodie J, he's a mad bastard, that sort of thing.
He's a scumbag.
And old Pugson will run it up the flagpole and dish a few of those out, which is pretty exciting.
Yeah,
So
we'll
good.
float it with the higher ups.
Yeah. We'll send it up to the old...
Yeah.
We'll fire it off.
Now, listen, Mogi's wife has left him, so we're going to get into that next after we listen to a couple of tunes. Are you ready for that, Mogi?
Yeah, I'm ready for that, man.
Yeah, good. He's sublime.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keezy.
Everclear there on the radio Hauraki Big Show this Thursday afternoon. The time is 12 minutes past 5 o'clock and we've got some texts on 3483, some possible Tui billboards.
Yeah. Keezy never chooses face off. Yeah, right. I actually don't.
Never choose what?
My face off. I'm not going to miss Matt Heath. Yeah, right.
No, that's a nice one. That's
that's-
cute.
Yeah, that's cute.
That's really
real cute.
lovely.
So keep them coming on 3483. We will fire it up the old chain.
Yeah,
and,
we're gonna float it with the higher ups.
and then old
Yeah.
Pugs will send it up the
Yeah,
flagpole.
yeah,
Run it
yes.
up the flagpole there and
Just see how,
see.
give it a once
Hey,
over.
speaking of missing people, my wife's left me. It's official.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hang
man.
on. I've got a question around this.
Yeah.
Has she actually left you, or is it like last time where she just sort of went
Can
away
you
from
see her?
work? Well, no, I can't.
Can you see her?
We're at work.
Right, so she's left me. I've dropped her off at the airport. Is she still with me? No.
No, but is she
now
coming
she's saying
back?
she's coming back,
Right.
but that's a likely story. I mean, why would she?
Yeah.
Well, hey, amen to that.
So
Especially
anyway,
when
I've
she
made
says
a few
that pimple.
changes.
Yeah,
I've
that
made-
massive grotesque growth on your face. Totally understandable.
That's the last image she had of Mogi too.
It
God.
was massive seeping Mount Erebus blasting out lava everywhere. Sorry, Mogi.
Carry on, man.
That's
Anyway.
sad, man.
Support and extend, man.
And So as a result of that, I've been doing some cleaning up around the house. I would like to know, Jace, if you do this, and you, Keezy, as well.
Oh, cheers.
But what I do is when she goes, I like to run a tight ship, but there's things that my wife likes to have around that I don't, and there's things that I like to have around that she doesn't, right? That's just how it goes, and there's a balance between those things. And, for example, I'll ask a question, I'm like, what is this big pile of papers from the school, bills, receipts, pictures our kid has drawn over the last year that is just piled up on the bench and on the kitchen table?
Yeah.
What's happening with all of that shit?
And the bills and stuff, you'd have them email versions of those, and
you don't need them.
You don't need them.
And so that's my question. And it's like, oh yes, something. I can't remember what the answer was, but certainly they don't go anywhere.
No.
And so today I just went through all of them, and they're all in the bin. I've gone around the house and just throw in probably a wheelie bin of shit.
Right, out.
It's gone. So the entire bench in the kitchen, the sort of breakfast bar, Jace, you've got one at your place.
Yes.
Completely clear. It was completely bogged down before. The kitchen table, covered in stuff. Bin. It's all in the bin.
What was on the, because you told us about the papers and that, what was on the kitchen bench, for example?
Kids' toys.
You threw her toys away.
A handbag that had been sitting there for ages.
You threw your wife's handbag in the bin.
Well, it's a handbag. One of many handbags. How many handbags do you need, Keezy?
Well, I don't need any. No. I don't use handbags. So you threw your wife's handbag in the
I threw the one that has been sitting on the kitchen table for 2 months and hasn't moved. Couldn't tell you. But she loves it. I can tell she loves it because she always wants to see it every day.
Right.
So anyway, all of this stuff is now in the bin, and I'm just wondering, is it the sort of thing that you do, Jace? I was talking to somebody else, and they say that she was saying that her husband does exactly the same thing. As soon as the family is out of the house, he's just chucking things out.
Yeah. Look, as you mentioned, we've got a kitchen bench as well, and it's always jammed to the gunnels with absolute shit.
Does it have gunnels?
Every part of that bench is covered in crap. Your bills, your bits of stuff.
Not bits of stuff.
Just like little booklets, pamphlets.
Thank you.
All that sort of jazz. To be fair, at the moment, it's got a fair few scripts of mine, which I can't actually do. I don't know what to do with because you can't really chuck them out.
You rip them up and you chuck them out.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that. But I do the same thing. I clear it all the time.
Yes.
And then within a week, it's back to where it was.
So you do it. Well, on the fridge, we also had, I was like, what is this? And it was the invite list for my daughter's birthday from mid-June.
Right.
Still on the fridge.
Yes.
Now, what are we doing?
Hang on.
What are we doing?
Is that mid-June gone or the one coming?
It's yeah. Thankfully, it's the one gone.
Oh, okay.
You see, I take your point.
Yeah.
So little Mogie's still got that sitting up there, and it's just like, well, by the time they get back, it's all going to be gone, and they won't know what was there. They'll have no idea.
They won't be able to remember.
They won't be able to remember any of it.
Yeah,
and
right,
I'm just interested to know 3483 if, and this will be women as well that'll be doing this as well. Once your family is out of the house. Are you just... Essentially, I'm rearranging the house to my likes. I'm moving pictures around on the walls. The pictures were up on the wall last night when I got home. I've got some changes to make, so I'll be doing some rearranging. But the great thing is my wife put all the nails in the wall for me, so...
Oh, that's good.
Because that's the hard part, eh? I always whack my hand when I do that.
So, text through 3483. What do you do when your family's out of the house and it's just you? What do you get up to?
I don't want to be that vague about it because it'll just be filth. I'd like to know, do you biff stuff as soon as your partner's back is turned?
Right.
And kids, for that matter. Because kids have got my daughter's got her room is necked. It's got so many toys and books, and she won't let you throw them out.
Yeah. My wife said to me the other day, "Where's your birthday boy ribbon?" And I was like, "What?" She said, "You didn't even wear it." And I said, "No, I biffed it."
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Yes, indeed. Guns Roses there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Thursday afternoon. The time is 5:23. We asked the question, when your partner goes away, do you biff stuff out? We got quite a few texts on this on 3483.
Yeah, and everyone that has texted through all day, in fact, is in the draw for a TUI prize pack, which is bloody exciting. Now, Mike, you were right to say let's not keep it vague because I said, what do you get up to when your partner and your kids are out?
Yes.
Because obviously the first text that came through, This is not what we're after. As soon as the family is gone, fellas, I'm ripping the head off the old fella.
Yeah.
I biff one out as soon as the wife and kids are gone. I tickle my pickle on the family sofa. Like, that's not stuff we're after.
No.
I mean, it's not inaccurate, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we wanted it to be specifically
Specific,
about
yes.
the type. So, do you throw things out? So, more along the lines of this. I always find empty vodka and gin bottles in my husband's closet, under the bed, random places in the garage. I throw them away whenever he's out.
So I'm starting to think maybe he keeps them because he thinks they're cool or something.
I think he thinks they're really cool.
Yeah, definitely.
I run the same program as Mogi, but in safety mode, so I'll hide a lot of ornamental shit under the house and then throw it out after a couple of months when there's been no noise made about it.
Yes.
That's good.
That's actually very
That's
sensible
really good.
because there's nothing worse than, hey, where's that blah, blah, blah? And you go, oh.
Oh, no, just put it away. I'll get it for you.
Yeah.
Well, funnily enough, somebody that I know, her kid just got a broken arm, and quite badly. And so the doctor said, went to hospital, a couple of nights in hospital, and the doctor said, you're going to need something to strengthen that hand, that grip in that hand. Kid's about 10 or something like that. He came home, he's like, oh, I've got that squishy toy. They're searching the house high and low for the squishy toy. While they were out, while the two kids and the wife were at the hospital, the dad went into the room and cleaned out some toys. And that squishy toy was one of them, and that was in the bin. And the other kid found it when he put out the rubbish, just all of these toys, including this thing.
Right.
That he
He's running
needed.
a
And it was
Mogi.
so that was just bad timing. But most of the time, I don't think anybody's ever going to notice.
Oh, but I've just got to say this one thing about chucking out kids' toys. I have been in that situation where I chucked some kids' toys out, and one of my girls came home, and within like 2 minutes, it was, where is my blah, blah, blah? It was some grotty blankie or something like that. You know
Man,
what I
you
mean?
guys are horrible.
Man, your house fills up with them. But the problem that you've got is that everybody on the planet is giving your kids toys.
Yes.
And they just pile up and they don't need them, man.
What are
It's
they-
crap.
Okay, so for someone who's like, I've got a lot of friends who've got kids who are like
Books.
2 and 3. So books, anything that isn't sort of-
Pets,
Oh, yeah, rabbits.
Rabbits,
mice, hamsters.
guinea pigs.
Nah, yeah. If you could just get them like a bag, like a plastic bag with a couple of fish in it.
So not
but
even a bowl?
Not a bowl. Or
Yeah,
anything like that.
yeah.
That's that go.
okay.
That's
and the
great.
trick is with the pets, when you turn up, never give them to the parents. Always hand them directly to the kids.
Okay, what about heaps of lollies? Maybe
Yeah,
that's
lollies
a
are
present.
good.
definitely.
Yeah, lollies are good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now listen, in terms of, we're talking about when our loved ones go away, taking advantage of the situation, but in terms of loved ones, I hate it when my better half goes away because she's very special to me. She's my wife. And just on that front, our mates at Diamonds on Richmond have got an amazing deal going on at the moment. Tell them all about it, Queasy.
I'm not telling them all about it after you call me Queasy. My name is Chris.
Okay, Christopher.
Nice. Diamonds of Richmond have given us a $10,000 engagement ring to give
Wow.
away, fellas.
That's so good.
And it's going to one lucky backbone
Who?
who's
Who are you giving
thinking
it
of dropping a knee.
Bending a knee.
If they drop the knee,
Bend the knee.
they could get that $10,000 engagement ring thanks to Diamonds on Richmond. However, they also get the assistance of us to pull off the dream proposal.
Yeah.
A lot of great ideas have come through,
Like
which is
what?
great. Hauraki.co.nz if you're keen to get yourself in the draw for this. Good question, Mike. Hello, Anonymous here. I would like a mariachi band
Oh.
to turn up to her work.
Racist. That's racist.
Is that racist? I mean, it doesn't
Yeah.
feel super racist. I mean, it's just a certain kind of music.
Yeah.
They want it to turn up at her work and do the soundtrack to me proposing.
The soundtrack.
So I'm at-
Are we the mariachi band? Us three?
We could be.
Well, we'll have to be because we're meant to be helping.
Yeah. So we'll be the mariachi band.
Okay. Now it's racist.
Is it? Well, I've already played the
Remember,
siren.
we're in the
though.
costume.
Yeah. G'day, fellas. I'd love to drop a knee at a winery in Martinborough,
Bend a knee.
a place we hold close to our hearts, and we spent many great times there together. I'd love the lads' help on
Will
the
we be in a
18th,
bush?
Are we going to be in a bush again? I was going to say.
18th of November in memory of our first date.
Oh,
We'd then do an Auckland sunset harbour cruise and cocktails with dinner at a hotel afterwards, and then the fellas would jump out of a bush in the bedroom. So, I mean, it's bold, but hey, some people are into that sort of thing.
and to put the cherry on top here, fellas, very quickly. If you get in touch with Diamonds on Richmond and use the phrase, my wife, they'll pay you GST.
That's right. That is a huge saving if you are thinking of dropping a knee, fellas. A huge saving. Hey, exciting.
Yes.
Up next,
Matty Heath.
Matt Heath. One last show on Radio Hauraki tomorrow morning. He's in to chat about that.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jace, Mike and Keezy. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Oh, yes, indeed. I never get sick of Green Day, fellas. How good. Always lifts me up. But I tell you what is lifting me up. We've got a very special guest in the studio with us, the one and only Matty Heath. And Matt, mate, what a week it's been for you thus far. One more sleep, your final show tomorrow. How are you feeling, mate? How are the emotions?
They're big feels, boys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Big feels on the big show. I'm feeling like got lumps in my throat.
Sure.
I've got like tears in my eyes. I pissed my face a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't think you've got an infection or something with the lumps in the throat?
Yep, got an infection as
Yes.
well.
It might be like that pimple on my face. Can you see that?
I mean, it's
What do you
hard
mean? Can
not
I
to.
see it? I mean,
We've been trying not to mention it.
it's the second nose you're growing there, mate.
Have you at any point, Matt, since making the big decision, have you at any point gone, maybe I don't?
Maybe I don't want to go.
Maybe I stick at Hauraki with the good guys of radio.
Do you know that used to be the slogan of Radio Hauraki? The good guys. That's a great
Really?
slogan.
Yeah, the
we should
good
go back
guys.
to
We're the good guys.
If you could
Old
just not
schools.
dodge the question, Matt. This is what you'll be like soon.
Yeah, look, I tell you what, mate, I have constantly been thinking that.
Yeah,
That's
right, okay.
Perpetually, as I've had great time with the greatest people and the greatest job I've ever had in my
Sure.
life. I've been thinking, why am I leaving this? Like,
Yeah.
you
What
know?
have I done?
Yeah,
But
it's
you also-
like, do you know what it's like when you have a packet of chips and you go, I can't eat any more of these chips. So you put the little clip on them and you put it back in there.
Yeah.
And you go, why have I stopped eating these chips? They're amazing. And then you
Get
try and
back
grab them
out.
out.
Yeah.
But what's going to happen with those chips? Those chips are now going to be thrown out.
Yes.
And I won't be able to open the chip packet again for the joy.
I just
that
eat the
get.
whole packet, Matty, and be done with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But you got to say, 14 years at Hauraki, arguably I have eaten the whole packet.
I think so,
Yeah,
man.
true.
Yeah, and it might be time for it'll be great to have a new thing going on.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
not like your
breakfast.
mates are gone and you're only upstairs and all that sort of thing, but it is
Yeah.
end of an era, isn't it?
Yeah. Just been staring into Jeremy's eyes for 11 years on the Matt and Jerry show.
Sure.
I'll just miss those eyes.
Yeah.
What if
it's
you'll give me
like-
those eyes to take home?
It's like when you've been in a long-term relationship. You got
Yeah.
to spice things up a bit, Matty. You got to
Yeah.
try something different
Yes.
in the bedroom, you know. And that's how I see what you're doing. And
I know what you're saying, but it's strange. You got to take your love to town. Is that what you're saying,
yeah,
Jason?
totally.
Yes.
And here's the
Try
thing, I can
another
promise
woman.
you, because you are leaving radio,
man.
Hauraki. You are leaving,
I am, yes.
but I'll be speaking to you every day on ZB. You
Oh,
know what
no.
I mean? I'll be giving you a call, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know.
I
And
love that station.
it'll be Hoity J, and then it'll be G Lane with something horrific coming
Yeah,
through.
yeah.
It will.
You know, G Lane back in the day, he used to ring up Talkback for ages, and he was ringing up. He'd always ring up on the Harbour Bridge and deliver a shocking call for a practical joke to himself. And then finally, someone said, "You're using your work phone, you idiot." It comes up as Mike Lane on our system.
While he was working here.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
We should start doing that. We should start calling into Matty's show.
Yes.
And putting on voices.
Oh,
and
there's
stuff.
going to be. You're going to you're anticipating a deluge there.
Well, there's the Matt and Jerry Facebook group, the Conclave.
Yes.
And there's lots of threats in the Conclave to be
Sure.
ringing me up constantly.
Hey, look, it all counts as audience, man. At the end of the
totally.
day,
I'll be happy.
Yeah.
I'll be happy. I'd happy to be pranked. I'd
Matt-
love it.
Do you have...
Probably,
Oh, no,
probably
you
easier
go.
to deal with than some of the other calls.
Is there a fair, especially with talkback and stuff like that, where, my God, what if no one rings me up? Because
Yeah.
I remember Murray.
Yeah,
remember
you
the
should be
great
thinking
Murray,
about that.
Murray Deaker.
Yours, please.
Are you vaping in the studio?
No.
And he was saying that when he first started, he just used to get all his friends and family to ring up because no one was ringing up, and so
Right.
that was his way of getting through those first few
You
days.
could just lay into league.
Yeah.
This is what happens when people say you need to talk about league, and when I do, where are the calls? Okay,
exactly.
Yes.
yours, please.
I tell you what, we're going to. What
Your
tune are
ball,
we?
your
are
ball
we-
C.
We're going into there, Keezy.
This is just for Matt Heath. We're going to Portugal, the man.
Oh, how
Oh,
good.
good. That's
Thank you.
nice,
Sweet.
man.
We'll be back
Oh,
shortly.
yeah.
Man. 'cause
How
you're the man.
considerate. Yeah.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Portugal, the man there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Thursday afternoon. We've got the one and only Matt Heath in the studio with us.
Yeah.
Hey, Matty, your final show tomorrow, mate. Any special plans that we should know about?
What's been happening is Jezza and Ruda and Mashi, they said to me, you don't do anything this week.
Right.
We'll surprise you. So I've kind of been a guest on the show, which has been horrible, actually, because I like to know what's coming up.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
And then they'll play, there's been some good times and there's been some lows, and I've committed some crimes.
Yeah.
And so,
But we've all been there, Matty.
yeah, so some of the week has sort of been more of a mea culpa than a victory lap.
So relitigating some of the old, forgotten.
Yeah, and you realise after 11 years I only did about 4 replayable
interesting
things.
Four things of interest.
Yeah.
It was quite interesting because I think I must have started listening to you guys really early on back in the day, and it was so refreshing because it was the first time I'd heard any kind of radio where it was just two guys that talk to each other normally, but not in a sort of student radio type of way, which sucked the life out of everything. There was still jokes in there, although you guys didn't really laugh. And I remember you guys sort of thinking, or you might have even talked about it on air, where you're like, oh yeah, the audience can't hear us smiling.
Yeah, so we used to when we're laughing, we'd turn the mics off.
Yeah.
Because Jerry had come from eating media lunch, which was very deadpan.
Yes.
And he wanted to continue the deadpan on air.
Sure.
So I'd say him absolutely cracking up, but the world thought we were kind of strange, soulless beasts.
Yes.
And what's your view on that now?
But the good ones.
Well, Jerry is pretty kind of a strange,
So, yeah,
soulless
he is.
beast.
He is. And very deadpan.
How about this? So Jeremy Wells, he hosts 7 Sharp. Do you know what he ordered his coffee in the koru today is?
Yeah, veg.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
And then
It's unbelievable.
he was just walking around giggling so much. I heard him cackling, and then he came over and showed me, and then I couldn't stop laughing.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
It's so Matt, what kind of person are you when it comes to leaving somewhere? Are you a person who immediately just your new allegiance is ZB? And I had fun at Hauraki, but they're dead to me now. And now, in fact, I want to beat Hauraki, and I don't want.
Look at this, Casey.
Oh, yeah.
He's got
It's a
he's got
tattoo.
the
I've got a
tat.
Hauraki tattoo. Can you see me getting a News Talk ZB tattoo?
How many
possibly,
tattoos have
actually.
you got?
You could, actually.
How many tattoos? Oh, you've got a few tats, don't you? You got your boys' names and all that.
I've got a good radio prank for you guys.
Yeah, okay.
You guys, along with me, we all get News Talk ZB tramp stamps.
How good would that
Well, a
be?
swastika
That'd be hot.
tramp stamp. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be hot.
A tramp stamp, mate.
I mean, that would be funny for everyone. My wife would love that.
The same. Well, Matty,
Are you wrapping it up?
sounds like
I've
a
got a few
wrap-up.
more questions for Matt.
Oh,
well,
okay.
get on with it then.
Matt,
Just put me out to pasture. Put me in the top paddock.
Matt, when you think back on your vast broadcasting career at Radio Hauraki, obviously there are certain moments that come to mind.
Yeah,
What's your most fondest? What are you most proud of?
that's a great question. I
Don't
think
lie to him, man.
it's
Is it-
it's the hilarity of it.
Right, the
Which
whole
is a cross
thing.
between the whole thing and it's like I'm trying to cross the word hilarity and
Hilarity in there,
hilarity.
that was
Yeah.
nice.
It's the good times. It's the people. You know, it is. This sounds trite, but it is actually the people.
Sure.
And generally speaking, it might not surprise. I forget that there's any listeners,
Yeah.
and sometimes there haven't been any. But I forget there are, and it's just me talking to some buddies, and
Yeah.
then I see you guys around, and it just feels like a great team.
Yeah.
It feels like a social group as
It does,
opposed
and you
to a
can come
radio
in,
station.
I don't know about you, but you can. My feeling is you can come in here and you've got all these stresses that sort of come from everywhere else.
Yeah.
Sort of the things happening in the world, things that happen in other parts of your life and family and all those sorts of things. But when I come in here, pretty quickly I get to inflict all my misery on these guys. But in all honesty, I am laughing my ass off really quickly, and it's always the highlight of my day.
Yeah, well, especially through COVID when everyone was locked in their homes and we got to come in and sit around and talk with
And
some mates
chit-chat.
every day.
Yeah.
I felt grateful for that. And also I couldn't understand why we were considered
We were
essential.
heroes. We were heroes.
And we were heroes,
Yeah,
Matty.
yeah,
You,
You know
guys
what
are
I-
deemed essential services. Is really me talking about my
Cheering
downstairs?
people up. Yeah.
What was really funny about that whole COVID time was,
The deaths.
The three of us would turn up. You know, and it'd just be the three of us and the producer or whatever. And
Don't
then
know
when
the producer's
everything's
name?
what was his name?
Joe.
Joe.
And then all of a sudden, of course,
Shucknut.
everyone started coming back to work, and it was like, who are these people?
Yeah.
Get out of my space, man.
I hadn't hit, Mash's girlfriend came to see us on the first day that people were allowed back, and I hadn't smelt a woman in so long. And I smelt her before she
Before she knew you were there.
Yeah, well, I was hiding behind her
In the coat rack as she walked past.
because I knew a woman was coming in. No, but the perfume of a woman.
Yes.
Oh, it was
Scent
so
of a
weird,
woman.
and then all these people started coming into our space. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, "What are you doing sitting
we
at these
didn't like
desks?"
it.
No,
Yeah.
we didn't
Can I-
actually.
We
Get
didn't
out.
like it.
Can I ask one last genuine question?
Yes.
Are you prepared for the amount of work that ZB could be compared to this cushy Hauraki job?
Well, it's interesting that, because I've been in neutral for a number of years now.
You might have to put it into first gear.
First gear.
I'm not going to go past first gear, but
But you know what I mean? It's like
I've just been sitting there just saying the same jokes.
Telling the same yarns. A
Yeah.
shocker from Rewalker. We all do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
talk for a while and then say, you seem busy, I'll let you go. You know, bless, bless, bless. Which, interestingly, I got the saying bless, 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 which I say much from Cy Barnett, who I'm...
Oh.
Because I was once listening to his show and he said bless, bless, bless to someone. I thought, that's quite a
Oh.
full-on thing to say. I'll say it on the radio the next day. Said it, and now...
It's your little
Now I'm
catchphrase.
Now
I'm
you'll be
him.
doing it on News Talk.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Well, Maddie, listen, mate, you're a legend.
Oh, thank you.
And you're going to be hugely missed around
Yeah.
here, obviously. But I can see you coming down and popping in all the time anyway. It's not like we're, really
Yeah.
separating. Oh,
I'll be sitting out there vaping and baby.
Yeah.
Jerry's
yeah.
new co-host is going to be stoked to see more and more of you. You just pop in anytime you like,
Yeah,
mate. Whoever
totally.
that is will be thrilled.
That,
and
whoever that is.
all,
I already hate them already.
all the best. You're going to go great guns.
Oh,
it's going to be huge,
Thanks,
mate.
Jason.
And,
This is genuine. Love you guys.
love you
mate.
too,
Love you
mate.
too, mate.
I love your show. I love you guys, and I'll continue listening as a fan.
Keezy's going to do a haka for you now, man.
Okay. Well, I've seen a pretty big one recently, so you've got.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jace, Mike and Keezy. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Faith No More there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show. Now, the census has been released, so we're going to have a bit of census chat after 6 o'clock, which will be great. I love census
It's good, isn't
chat.
it?
It's really good. Also, what's on the TV with Mike Minogue. Now, something special about this one. Mogi last night promised that he was going to watch something last night
Oh,
so that
that's
he
right.
had an absolute doozy for what's on the TV with me, Mike Minogue.
Won't be letting you down, I'll tell you that.
The quote was, "Look, fellas, I'm sorry I haven't been watching enough TV, so tonight I'm going to go home and watch something good because I'm sick of just coming in and saying I watched Seinfeld."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So make sure you tune in. It's going to be
It's going
excellent.
to be so good.
All that after 6.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jace, Mike and Keezy. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope Thursday's going along very nicely indeed. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by TUI. And in regards to that, TUI are bringing back their world-famous billboards. So if you've got some ideas that you think might work for a TUI billboard, text us now on 3483 and we'll
Yeah, man.
fire it up the chain.
Yeah.
We'll
We'll
run it up
float
the
it with
flagpole.
the higher ups.
Yeah, it's quite a few texts actually coming through,
Oh, yes.
which is great.
What's an example of one?
I'd love to see Pug-san saunter out of my sister's room carrying 11 Connie wrappers. Yeah, right.
Haha. Okay.
Good on Pug-san.
Yeah,
Filthy,
Pugs.
man. That's not good. Hoity J only catches adult snapper. Yeah, right.
Got him.
Oh, that's a good
What a
one.
loser.
Mogi's wife is coming back.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got him.
So we'll run all these up the
Because
flagpole.
there must be one that puts the boot into old Keezy there, is
Nah,
there?
it doesn't seem
Must
to
be
be.
one that,
Nah, it doesn't seem to. It
nothing
seems,
there, man.
Nah.
Oh, okay.
I'll search while you guys talk about the podcast outro if you want.
Okay, then. The podcast outro is a podcast that we do. You've all heard of it. It's one of the top podcasts in the country, actually.
It is.
It hasn't won any awards, but that's the thing with awards. It's mostly politics, Jace. That's what I
Totally,
sort
man.
of find. And I don't really do it for the awards, man.
Nah, neither.
More just because the people love it. And they're being frothing about it, eh? I mean,
Massively.
I'm getting stopped a lot and asked, when's the next podcast coming out? And I'm like, daily, you idiot. Monday
Yeah.
to Fridays.
Yeah.
And there's a special one that comes out on Sunday called Cold Cuts.
Yeah.
And that's the name that old Pug-son came up with.
No, that was old
It's his-
producer
it's his-
Sharks.
no, do you mind, Keezy, man? Me and Jace are talking
You-
about
you
the
I found
the
one, by the way.
podcast. Oh, yeah, we're
Well,
just
what's that?
waiting for you.
The
What
way
do
to
you got?
treat
Yeah.
water, that was great. I might try something different for dinner other than pork mince. Yeah, right.
Hey, got him.
That was very good.
Anyway,
Here's today's clip.
Yeah, it's about the throbber.
Like, who cares how hard the theme is? You know, as long as you could loosely
Says
justify
the man
it.
who
Well,
cares
yeah,
how
says
hard
the guy
the-
that every time
every
someone
time
picks a song, you fucking
Hoses
bang on
load
about how it's not
over everything,
related.
just it all over the thing with fury and rage.
Yeah, sailor on a boat's got nothing to do with the ocean, apparently.
Well, no,
Yeah.
I thought the thing was fishing.
Things got pretty heated there, fellas.
Just in terms of the throb, are you going to be a bit more relaxed about it tomorrow, Keith?
You got to chill out, brother. You're a young man.
You
got
just
to
get
chill
so
out, man.
fired up, man.
It's just winning means so much to him.
I love being told to chill out by you two. I will chill out tomorrow. The theme is Matt Heath. So it's quite a loose theme.
Yeah, it's pretty loose.
He's loose AF. So it can pretty much be anything, really, as long as it's vaguely adjacent to Matt Heath.
Sure.
And I'm super chill.
Well, yeah.
So it should be all good, fellas. I'm excited.
Should be sweet.
Yeah, man.
Hey, just before we go to Tool Shism, can I just say one thing?
Tool Shism.
Tool Shism. Game of Two Halves is on tonight, 8:30
Oh, good.
p.m.
Yeah.
on Sky.
Oh, right.
And old
yes.
Keezy's captaining for the
Oh,
first time.
Captain Keezy.
Jace.
Captain Admin. So
Yeah.
you're the head of the admin, man.
No, I'm
They
captain
finally recognise you for all the great
Mike.
admin that you do on the Hauraki Big Show, and they've given you Captain Admin responsibility. That is...
Yeah, applaud that.
Keezy.
What?
Kia kaha, mate.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keezy.
Arctic Monkeys there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Thursday afternoon. Now, the census has been released, so it's time for a bit
Wow.
of census chat. Do we have a sting for that, Keezy?
Yeah.
Census chat.
I know you love your stats, Mogi. What stands out for you the most in the census?
Other than that,
man.
Sorry, carry on.
So there's a bit of cigarette chat in here,
Yes,
Jason, and
okay.
that's what's caught my eye, brother. Cigarette smoking continued to decrease from the rates reported in 2018. That's when the last census was.
That's good.
The proportion of the adult... Wow, is it? Is it, Keezy?
No, I mean, it was good that it was the last census was in 2018.
Well put, man. The proportion of the adult population who smoked one or more cigarettes a day almost halved since the 2013 census.
Oh, that's
Are
good.
you guys getting this?
Yeah, man.
In 2023, 7.7% of the population were regular smokers compared with 15.1
Wow.
in 2013.
That's pretty good.
It's not bad, is it?
Yeah,
Almost
it's pretty
halved,
good.
yeah.
Tasman had the lowest proportion of regular smokers at 6.3%, while Gizzy had the highest at 12%. Northland has the highest proportion of ex-smokers at 32.8%, and Auckland had the highest proportion of adults who had never smoked regularly at 73.6%. I don't know, though, because under this, who smoked one or more cigarettes a day, by that I would not be regarded as a smoker,
No.
because I only smoke when I'm on the hammer.
Right, so it's probably incorrect.
Well, it doesn't capture the full picture, does it, Keezy?
Right, so
You
it
see
should
what
be.
I'm saying?
who's-
Yes.
Would you smoke more than a pack a month?
Yes.
Yeah, so maybe that should be. Maybe we send that up the flagpole.
You're right, we'll put that up the
Fire
flagpole.
that up the chain.
Because Pugsan wouldn't be captured either. Every now and then he likes a dart, but I don't think I'd I don't think I'd define him as a smoker. That's not what defines him.
I don't know if he
Having
does.
backbone
I don't
tattoos
think he
is what
does
defines
like
him.
darts.
Well, funnily enough, when I dropped him off at his house the other day, he went smashed 3 durries in the car.
Yes.
And that was only a 10-minute trip.
He does
Yeah.
like darts. He's all about it.
He
Have you seen how
loves
many
it.
patches he's got?
Yeah, man.
Anyway, that's really interesting.
It is really interesting, but I think the smoking rates will go up again now because people are the government's softer, aren't they? They're not putting the prices up.
Sure.
I think they're giving away free darts actually.
Oh, wow, that's
at
a good
Christmas.
policy.
Yeah.
And you were saying as well that vaping now is so addictive that it's almost easier to give up darts than it is vaping. So more people might.
Oh yeah, well the
go across.
vaping's not captured here, but certainly for me to give up vaping, I started smoking again.
Which
Yeah.
is weird because usually people use the vape.
I've got a bit of an announcement on that. I'm going to give up the darts.
Are you, man?
Yeah, man.
Wow, after all this time and you've been so dedicated to it.
I know.
I don't
you
know.
actually?
I don't know if
Yeah.
that's a good idea for you, especially
Yeah.
with everything you got going on.
Yeah. I'm going to do it, fellas.
Okay, what date are you talking?
2027.
Right, so you've still got 2.5 years of hard dart
Well,
punches.
good on you.
Shit, is
for-
that all? 2028.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keezy.
Oh, yeah. BC Boys there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Thursday evening. Let's talk tally. What's on the tally with Mike Minogue?
We're going to keep doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Forever. Everyone loves it. Everyone.
Okay.
Last night I didn't watch anything. So there you go.
Oh, and that's gutting because you were going to.
Yeah,
as
you
well.
mate, you said
Was
the night
I?
before. Yeah, you said that. Now I'm going to go home and I'm going to watch something tonight.
Well, I'll
so
tell you
I've
what I
got
did
something to
instead.
talk.
I'll tell you what I did instead. I worked, and then also I helped my wife pack to go away. Okay? And that was that. And that took till 10 o'clock. And then I had a shocking sleep. All right.
All right, Jace, you happy now, man?
Okay.
God.
Then I grew this pimple.
Why did you?
Looks like you spent quite a bit of time on that.
I
Did
invested
you
a
help
lot
her
of
pack?
energy.
Did you help her pack her things?
No,
or-
well, look, I'll be honest with you, I didn't.
right.
I was in bed while she was doing it because she said she didn't want any help from me,
Sure.
which is fine. And she goes, look, I'm going to go and pack. I said, sweet, I'm going to do some work. So I was in the office. I came out an hour later. There was not a single item in the suitcase.
Right. Okay.
I don't know what
yeah.
she'd been doing for an hour, but it wasn't packing her bag. So then there we were, still at square one. Nothing packed.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she was at square one. I was in bed.
Yeah.
Loving it.
I watched Sister Wives last night.
Is that the one with the polygamous family?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Stupid,
it's great, man. It's because it's everyone's falling apart, and there's divorces going on, and all the wives are sort of at each other's throats.
Is this one you've come back to?
Yeah, I've come back to it.
Have you come back to it?
Because my wife's been watching it, and everything is disintegrating, and
Yeah.
they all kind of hate the husband now, and they're all going, and it's quite entertaining to watch them disintegrate.
Yeah, sure.
And put it on TV.
Can I just read a text here, fellas? Just
Sure.
quick. 3483. For the love of God, can Keezy please not talk about Treasure Island again today?
Yeah, that's good chat.
You
That's
can
from
take-
me.
You can take that text and shove it because I watched another episode of it last night.
Damn it.
And you remember how I brought up that I didn't like the female actresses, the two that were
Oh,
on
I
there
do,
were
yeah.
both very annoying. They are now both gone,
Oh,
which is excellent.
Do you think that was because of what you said last night?
yeah.
What?
Wow. The power of
You know,
Keezy.
that you were
the power of this segment, to be
Putting
honest
the,
with you.
Yeah, putting the knives in and saying how terrible they were, and all of a sudden
I
they're
said
gone.
they were annoying.
You said they were the worst thing that you've ever seen on that show.
The worst thing since uncut bread.
Did I say that?
Yeah, man.
Did I say that weird thing about uncut bread?
And now, lo and behold, Kesey, they're no longer on the show. They were
What?
probably relying on the money from that show to sort of feed their families.
How come they got binned?
They just got eliminated because they
Yeah.
basically got this little actors alliance up against Wairangi, who's running this other alliance with people who are actually good at the challenges.
Yeah,
And
athletes.
because they were annoying, they were just like kept putting them up. And so now they're gone.
You see, if
Which
I,
is quite funny.
if I was on that show, I'd be good at the challenges and good at the sort of actory stuff too.
Yeah.
So I'd have two alliances.
Jace,
God, I hate that show.
I would love for you to go on that show. I'd love to go on it as well. I'd love for us three to be on it.
Oh, yeah. How
that
good
would be
that
quite good because I'd get the knives out for you straight away, Keezy.
I'd eliminate you straight away, man. You'd be gone, brother. So good. Oh. You know this song?
No.
I do.
You'll know it, man.
It's Bon Jovi.
It's Bon Jovi. He's got it right.
Oh, Bon Jovi.
That was the first challenge. You failed. You're out. You're off the island.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keezy.
Jet there on the radio, Hauraki Big Show this Thursday evening. Now, you recall in yesterday's show, maybe, we were talking to old Stickman from Pack and Save, fellas.
Yeah.
And we offered the listeners out there the opportunity to get a Stickman tattoo.
Well, that's right. We were chatting tattoos, and then obviously when you think of tattoos, you think of Pug's son and his ones that sort of don't really make sense. Stickman actually offered. He was like, does anyone out there want to get a Stickman tattoo? And then we were all like, I know who should get one. Oh, Pug's son.
Is that why you brought me in here?
Yeah, because clearly you don't care what sort of tattoo you get stapled onto your skin there.
Yeah.
And so we thought if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be you, Pugson.
So how do you feel about that? Because obviously that must make your day, right? Just another random tattoo.
Free tats.
Makes me feel really good that you guys see my tattoos in that kind of light.
Sure. Can I ask where you're going to get the stickman tattoo put, Pugson?
I reckon on your neck.
Yeah, I was going to say on your neck would be good.
On my neck?
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking maybe somewhere a little more sensual.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, one of your burnt meat patty nipples could be the head
It's
of
not
Stickman.
me that has the burnt meat
Sorry,
patty
it's
nuts.
Jace. That's right.
I would describe his nipples as sticky beef.
Sticky beef nipples.
Right.
That's
So
what
you
they call me.
could use one of the sticky beef nipples as the head. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Pugs or like?
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, yeah.
What do you think, Mike?
I think it could be like the sticky beef nipple. Actually, you could turn both of the nipples because they are big into like a push bike, and then you could have Stickman riding the bike.
That is
So
a
which
great
part of the
idea.
nip is the...
They're the
like
wheels.
the wheels.
Yeah. That would be
Little
hot.
side-on view.
Well,
Yeah.
Across my chest there.
to be fair, you're right. They're very big nipples.
Yes.
They're like sauce.
Big, sticky and beefy.
It's gonna be.
Well,
it's
it's
gonna be
cool, though.
It's gonna be like your Tita Truckee.
That's right.
Mogi.
Yeah, it is.
And what it does is it takes like what is traditionally, because you got the moth tattoo there, and you got the massive sticky beef nipples.
Yeah.
It'll turn what is some might think is a bit of an eyesore into something quite like almost an anecdote. Like, hey, have you seen Stickman riding my bicycle? Do you want to see that?
Yeah.
And then people will be like, yeah.
I think I would have preferred if this was Connie chat, if I'm honest.
Oh, okay. Would you?
Yeah.
I mean, we can do it.
No, we're not doing it.
I mean, I don't
We're
mind.
not doing that. I'd just rather do that than
But
do this.
you are prepared to get the tattoo, though. Is that correct?
I'm not prepared to get it at all, Jace, but I'll get it,
Well, we've
man.
signed,
Good on
we've
you,
signed,
man.
we've
Cool.
signed you up to get it.
Thank you
Yeah.
Is that
so
okay?
much. No, that's great.
It's just that Stickman, he can
Yeah.
be quite full on. And so he's like, someone better get this tattoo.
Yeah, I can do that for
And
you,
I
fellas.
think Mogi nailed it. It's got to be Stickman riding your sticky beef nips
on his nip
yeah.
tricycle.
on his nip.
bicycle.
Truckee or bicycle, yeah,
Is that-
yeah.
yeah. So we'll tee that up, Pug son?
Yeah, sounds good, man.
Cool, man.
Yeah, cool, man.
Cheers.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Well, there you go, you mad bastards. That's your Thursday show done and dusted. Big day tomorrow on Radio Hauraki. Of course,
Friday.
we had the great Matt Heath in just before his final day. It's going to be quite an emotional day at the station. And I understand you two fellas and Pugsan are planning after our show tomorrow to carry on with it.
Yep. So we'll be in early tomorrow. Myself and Mike will be a part of the show. I think there's going to be a whole heap of people here for Matt's last show. So make sure you tune in 6 till 9, a historic day on the station. And then, yes, very much so. I think in the afternoon I'll be joining in.
Yeah.
We'll come back, we'll do the show, and then we'll join back in again later on. So we might be in it might be a busy day tomorrow.
It's going to be a busy day.
It's going to be a busy day, yeah. So an early night for you tonight, I hope, Mogi.
I'm going to go home, man, and well, I'm not actually. I'm going to go to the gym, and then I'm going to watch the Vince McMahon documentary.
Good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
It's a wrestling documentary which I can put on the main TV in the house and watch it without any discussion.
Because
My wife has left me.
you,
Yeah.
Keezy, what are you up to, mate?
Tonight.
That's great. I'll tell you what I'm doing.
No, go on.
I'm just going to go to bed early. I had a really terrible sleep last
I
night.
had a terrible sleep last night.
Can I actually tell you what
Did
I'm
we
doing?
talk about
Yeah,
that in the
sure.
show?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I thought so.
I'm going to bed early because I had a terrible sleep last night.
Okay, man.
Yeah, I've got an early start tomorrow.
And you got a big day tomorrow.
You got a big day
Hey,
tomorrow, Keezy.
Jace, why aren't you going to be there, man? It seems pretty shit.
Unfortunately, I'm filming a show which I can't talk about.
Oh, yeah.
What's it? What show is it?
Call time 6:30 a.m. out in Waimalku.
Right.
So I'm not looking forward to that, but there you
Is
go.
it comedy?
I am.
No, but is the show you're filming comedy?
Not really.
No, it's not, eh?
That has got some
Nah.
comedy in it.
Right.
Has it got
Right.
any mysteries in it, man?
Yeah, it's got a bit of mystery.
Has it got any wood that's been like snapped or
Yeah,
broken?
Sure.
Well, that sounds fun.
Yeah, man. But I'll be in hopefully by about midday, and the party's still going, and I'll
Yeah,
join
man.
in then. Good on
Absolutely.
you. See you later.
See you at 6 a.m. tomorrow for Matt's final show.